Okay guys, this is what if Deku was the daughter of Goku. So in this one, I'm going to make this Deku a female half-breed. Now, like Goten, he was born with Super Saiyan because of Goku's having Super Saiyan when he got Chi-Chi pregnant with Goten. So, Midoriya would be a female with the. I'll say she'll have the same hair in the picture. I'll say she's a second female Super Saiyan in this one. She would have, when she was born, she will have the Akari state, Super Saiyan 1, and Super Saiyan God, the red version. So, she was conceived around, I'll say it's like, during the Goku Black arc. Now, she would be around like 2 after the Goku Black arc. She would train with her papa, or Goku. So she would be the little sister of, she would still be called Midoriya. She's the little sister of Goten. And, she would train with Goku. Now, I'll say for plot, she will keep her tail. I'll let y'all pick if she should keep her tail. But, yeah. She would train with Goku and her papa. And she would be around 3 when she was kidnapped. Now, I'll say it was a Goku Black. But I'll say it's someone, I'll say during a fight, someone wished, some of the Frieza soldiers would come to Earth and wish for Goku's daughter just to get back at him. I wish your annoying little boy, I wish your Goku's child will be sent away. Or, no, I'll say this. Someone, has a time ring. Yeah, time ring. Goku Black gave it to someone. It's not Samasu, but someone they're working for. He would, after Samasu / Goku Black died, the person, I'll call it, let's just say it's a random alien. They would use the time ring and come to, the past. They would kidnap Midoriya, son Midoriya, that's what her name would be, and kidnap her, and, Goku was fighting, and he would break the time ring, and it would send her to an alternate time universe. Yeah, I'll say it's like Universe 1, because Universe 1 wasn't in the Tournament of Power, so yeah, she would be teleported, and she would be, around 2, 3, now, we're going to go to back a little bit where her training with Goku. Goku would teach her the Kamehameha, the Kaioken, and the Spirit Bomb. Instant transmission as well. He would teach her those abilities because she would want to. And she's also been training with Vegeta. I'll say she learned from Vegeta the Gallic Gun, the Final Flash, the Big Bang Attack, and, yeah. And she would learn from Trunks the Burning Attack, etc. Goku would fight, like I said, he would fight the person. He would be really angry because when he hit the enemy, the time ring, he broke the time ring, and it basically fell on top of Midoriya and sent her to Universe 1. Goku would get really mad. He would turn, just, to instantly kill him, he would turn to Super Saiyan Blue and, basically use the angry command and kill the person. He would be freaking out, like, she's going to kill me. Where's Midoriya? And, he would have to, he's been looking. He would ask Whis. Whis would say he would look for her. But the Tournament of Power would happen, so Midoriya would have to, basically, I'll say she's 2, and she was sent to the universe. that we're going to go back to Midoriya's My Hero timeline, but that Goku would have to get to the tournament power now. Whis would be messing with the staff and watching, figuring out what universe she could be in. Because, yeah. Now we'll skip, not worry about that one. We would go to the My Hero timeline. Now, Midoriya would land there. And I'll say she would have Goku's pants and a white t-shirt. She would be in foster care and be adopted by Inko Midoriya. So she would keep the name that Midoriya would keep his first name, but would be called Zuku Midoriya. Because Inko Midoriya, I think it's called, yeah. But for plot, we'll call, because Midoriya is named after called by his last name, so it's going to be Midoriya. So, Midoriya has been training, in that universe. Now, Goku is still doing the tournament power, currently. She would be training as a Super Saiyan, and, in her Super Saiyan God form. And, I'll let y'all pick if she should be another legendary Super Saiyan. For now, I'll say she won't have the Akari form for now. She wouldn't have it, but she can go Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan God. She would be training. She would combine the Gallic Kamehameha with the Kamehameha. She would be testing out the Kaioken with, Super Saiyan God and be training. Now, I'll say during the training, she would get up to Super Saiyan 2, and, but she wouldn't try to merge the form with Blue to make Blue, but she would stay in her God form. Now, her hair in this one would be black. It wouldn't be green because Goku and Chi-Chi's hair is black. So, Goten's hair is black. Gohan's hair is black. So, we'll skip to where, Midoriya, because in this timeline, the age progress is different from the one that it is in the Tournament of Power, Universe 7. So, when Goku found her, she would be training. Now, she would be around 13. And, she would keep her gi. You know, her gi. For convenience, I may say she would have the pants, the purple pants, as your casual clothes. And we'll keep the white shirt on. Kind of like, Charlotte and Dragon Ball Star's production would have. I would keep it that close. Now, she would wear the purple one casually, but when her hero costume would be the Goku gi. You know, the Saiyan gi, the Turtle Hermit gi. So, when Goku would find him, she would be 13. And she'd go to school. She'd basically be as smart as Gohan. But she would have more potential than Gohan because she would have God Ki and he won't. Now, I'll say for plot, she would get this scar from training. This scar from training and everything. And, yeah. I don't know exactly what hairstyle she'll have, but, yeah. She would be training, and when I said she's age 13, it was basically after the Tournament of Power when Goku found her. But the timeline, Universe 7's different than Universe 1's, aging progress. So when you got there, you hasn't been, a couple weeks since she's been missing. But for her, it's been years, 3, so I'd say about 10 years for her. She would cry, Papa, and she would hug Goku, cry, they would have a family moment, and we would say, she would ask if she could stay, and because she wants to become a hero and everything in this universe. And Goku would say, sure, you can, but you have to come and visit Chi-Chi sometimes. Your mother, okay, Papa, I'll go visit Mama. Sometimes, Whis, could you come and help me time to time? Goku asks to teleport her, and Whis would say, sure. And, I would say that when she's a child, it's kind of like what Beerus did to, Brawl, or Bola. He would have a soft spot for Midoriya. And, he would say, will you, Whis? And because Midoriya asked Whis if she'll train him. So, Whis would train her, and she would get, obviously she wouldn't get Super Saiyan Blue yet, because she hasn't thought of mastering the form. She's mastered the God form. Now, she just found out that Blue's a thing. Like, she just got Blue from training. Plus, I'll say she would have Super Saiyan 2. Now, she wouldn't have Super Saiyan 3 yet. But for convenience, I may just let her not have Super Saiyan 3. Y'all can vote if she has the Akari, if she should be the legendary Super Saiyan and have the Akari form. And with Super Saiyan 3, or just have Super Saiyan 3, or neither. So, we'll skip to where, I think it was 13, yeah. So, after that, she wouldn't be bullied because she would have powers. She would have ki, control, and everything. She would, walk home and encounter the sludge villain. She would power up into a Super Saiyan just to dodge out of the way. She would use a big bang attack from her. Because Goku and Vegeta's connected, she would call Vegeta her uncle. Uncle Vegeta. She would use a big bang attack and basically blast the sludge into multiple pieces. All Might would come in and be like, oh, no need to fear because I am here. And he would be like, are you alright, ma'am? And Midoriya would say, yeah. Her hair would turn back to normal, and her hair would turn back to her base state. And he said, wow, you have a awesome quirk. Did you do this? And she said, yes. Can I have your autograph? She would be like shy because of All Might being their number one. Basically, she's like Midoriya. She loves All Might. Like, she's a fan of All Might. So he would give her her autograph, and she would say, thank you. And, she wouldn't really grab onto him, so such villain wouldn't happen. But I may give her one for all. If y'all guys would want to, y'all can vote on that. So, I'll say it again this time. Should she be the legendary Super Saiyan, another one than Broly? And should she have Super Saiyan 3? With the, Kairi, the legendary Super Saiyan, she could have the accursed state, and should she have Super Saiyan 3? Now, she has Super Saiyan 1, 2, God, and Blue. She hasn't got 3 yet, and she hasn't thought about, she hasn't fused Blue Kaioken, but she has done God. So, but she would have the scar from training with Bakugo. Well, not really. She would fight him, have fights sometimes, but it went towards Bakugo. It's like the one time only. So he would train a little bit, but I don't really know how far that would be. So we would skip to where she goes to the entrance exam. Now, during the years, she would be training by herself and with Whis. Now, she would go to the beach by herself, because All Might wouldn't be there because of Midoriya not getting one for all yet, if y'all would have wondered to. She would train in her base form and with Kaioken, trying to strengthen her stamina and everything. She would stay off there pretty much every day. She would get the beach done less than, Canon Midoriya did. I'll say it would only take a week for her, and she would have already get all the beach done. Basically clean the beach. She would still train on the beach. She'll get dummies. Basically, she would fight them wouldn't get really, she would get strong. She would basically try to master the Super Saiyan God state. Sorry guys. My brother asked me a question. Now, like I was saying, she would enter the entrance exam. She would train by herself with the dummies and everything. Now, it's the day for the entrance exam. Now, she's smart because of her big brother Gohan. She wants to be smart and strong. So I'd say she's basically canon Midoriya's intelligence with not breaking her bones. Now we go to the entrance exam. It's the 1-pointers, 2-pointers, 3-pointers. Now she wouldn't trip, so she wouldn't meet Uraraka there. But she would walk with Bakugo and talk. And she would meet she wouldn't meet, but she wouldn't speak with Ida. But she, talk about 1-pointers, 2-pointers, the 3-pointers, and the 0-pointer. They would get ready and go, and she would instantly just run because he would explain, there's no time limit in a real battle. Go! She would use her Super Saiyans. She would go to her Super Saiyan God state. Now, the God form I think it would look beautiful on top of a girl. Like, Goku's God form is beautiful. Like, the aura. She would just be staying in the God state. So, she would basically master it without draining stamina. She would walk in and then, go God. She would destroy the 0-pointers and 1-pointers. She would also be saving people. I ain't going to do the points, but, she has more rescue points and more hero points in canon. So, basically, she would be helping people. She would also be helping people to defeat villains. The 0-pointer would come, Uraraka would scream for help, and she would come in as, and still in her God form. She would use a technique she's been trying to perfect. I'll say for this, her own attack would be Wild Cannon. I'll give her that. This is her version of Wild Cannon. She would use a final Wild Cannon Kamehameha. She would basically do the 2 hands, but basically the Big Bang attack. So it's basically her putting her hands back, and then Wild Cannon Kamehameha, basically destroying the 0-pointer without anyone getting hurt. She would go and pick up the rubber, basically getting Uraraka unstuck. She would free her, and she would go and take Uraraka to recovery girl. She would thank Midori, and Midori would say no problem. And that would be the end of the time limit. Now, she would still be training. Now, I'm not giving her Super Saiyan 3 yet, and I'm not going to let her use Super Saiyan Blue yet. Y'all can pick. Okay. I'll skip to where, the first day. It's the first day, she got the envelope saying she's actually in first place with basically higher than all my score. So she would come in, and she would be, if y'all would like, I could give females half Saiyan Midoriya, a ship. Like, it could be with Bakugo, Todoroki, anyone. So she would walk up, and, it would be her first day. She would walk in, and everyone would stare at her, and she would be kind of embarrassed, and she would be like, hello? She would walk up, and, Uraraka would come and say, hey, redheaded, hey, you look like the person that saved me. I'll say Uraraka saw her hair turn back to her base state. So she's like, hey, you're the girl that saved me, thank you. My, Yo Chakra Uraraka. And Midori would say, thank you. I have two. my name's, you can either call me Azuka Midoriya or Sun Midoriya. She would explain why either I'm adopted, but I know my real parents. She would explain. Okay. And then, it took, as I would say, it took you whatever minutes, like in canon, just shut up. Put your gym uniform on and meet me outside. And everyone, because no one's really affected by Midoriya in this, because she doesn't know anyone. Like, she don't really talk to Bakugo, but Bakugo knows not to mess with her. Because especially when she's mad, he knows when she gets mad, a rage boost. She would be going for the ball throw. And I'll say for this, he would, basically, he would say if anyone loses, they would be kicked out. Whoever has the lowest score. So Midoriya would be really, scared. She would decide to use Super Saiyan God. So it basically is like, Shelly, when he went Super Saiyan God, it would power around the aura and her hair would turn red. And they would explain, that's a cool quirk. And she would say, she knows it ain't a quirk, but she would have to hide it. And she would be like, thank you. She would throw the ball, and I'll say it's basically the same as Yodoraka's score because of how strong her Saiyan biology is. And I would say she would get first place in everything because she would have the speed boost with the God Key. She would basically throw it in space too. So Bakugo was somewhat mad. He ain't mad because I thought you were quirkless, but he's mad because she got in first place and he got in second place. So we will be going into I'll do this. Hey, that's the end of class. Now, Mineta would get kicked out. No, I think, not Mineta, but, the invisible girl. Sorry, guys. My recording keeps stopping, but what I last said was, we're going to be doing the hero versus villain tournament thingy. Not tournament, but, fight. So they would get called to, All Might would come in and be like, I'm coming in like a hero. Get your costumes on. Get your hero costumes on. Meet me outside. Now, Frick Plot, she would have the orange pants of Goku with the white normal shirt. They would explain whose that is, and he would say, that's my adopted parents. That's my adopted dad's key. That's my biological father's clothes that he gave me. And she said, oh, that's cool. So, they would go in, and it would still be Yodoraka and Midoriya. She would come in, and she would just she'll stay in her base. I'll say she'll go Super Saiyan 1, like, how she stays in it, Goku does in Cell. She would stay in the form, and she would just walk around, Kale Khalifa. Yodorok would ask, what's your quirk? What's the thing about your hair? Oh, it's, I have, a emitter, because she has studied quirks. I have a type of power quirk that makes it where I can change power. When I power up, it can, it's a power boost that can alter my hair, too, if I want it to. It's like a boost if my hair changes. Something like that. She would say, alright. So they would go in. Now, she could sense ki and they can't. So she would sense, Bakugo coming to try to fight her. She would tell Yodoraka that, she needs to go and get the bomb. Or, she would say, go ahead and I'll meet you there. She would get ready to fight Bakugo. Now, Bakugo still has, I would say just for plot, he would have some more enhancements to try to fight her better. So I'd say he would have like rocket boots, just in case if he doesn't want to lose his explosions. If he doesn't want to lose his explosions. Yeah, if he doesn't want to lose his explosions, sorry guys. He would, he can just click the button, 2 buttons on his shoe, and it could basically fly, make him fly. Midori just didn't ask, he would just Midori didn't even make he made his clothes, basically. He just put them on. She would still be in Super Saiyan, they would fight. She would make a weaker version of a Big Bang attack, so it doesn't blow up the building, because of the fake bomb. She would use a little power, I'll say it's a little power beam. She would just blast, just to try to knock Bakugo out. Or, I'll say she would just use it to blow up Bakugo's gauntlets. So, basically, like the scouters, when they read a power level too high, it blows up. It's like that. And she would just come in and fight him. She would dodge, and she would use the instant transmission, fight, basically beat him quickly. I'll say Bakugo got like 2 hits on her. And she teleported behind him and slapped his neck. Like I think it's what Beerus did, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, in the Battle of Gods movie. Just tapped the neck and instantly passed out. That was a close one. She would go with Yororaka to fight the bomb. She would explain that she would tell Yororaka to get the bomb while she fights Ida. She would basically use not an instant transmission clone, but basically the after image technique. And her after image would say, "Come on, Ida, come fight me." He would come and fight, and there's so many. He's like, what? He would be busy fighting them, and Yororaka would heroes win. He was like, wait, what? He would turn around and see she has the bomb, and Midoriya would appear, basically be right behind the bomb, and she would walk out. We won. She would just decide to stay in the Super Saiyan state. She would go back to her base, and she would walk with Yororaka back to the classroom. All Might would be really grinning, because, like, Midoriya, she didn't even lose. I'll say she was about, like, 3% of her power, not even full. While Bakugo was, like, 50, because he had to hold back because of the bomb, fake bomb. They would explain that she did perfectly. Just the thing about her beam, and that could have blew, basically the bomb, and she would explain that, she actually made it where it wouldn't explode anything, but it would explode Bakugo's gauntlets. And she was like, okay, then you did perfectly, never mind. So, everything's done. When the next part 2, I'll be doing more parts of this version. Tomorrow will be part 2 of what if Deku was the daughter of Goku. Leave a like and subscribe, and see you guys.